President Bola Tinubu has officially submitted the 2025 Appropriation Bill for Rivers State to the National Assembly for consideration following the suspension of the state's House of Assembly. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are our top 10 stories countdown today. At number 10, rising floodwaters stranded more than 50,000 people in eastern Australia on Thursday as torrential rain pummeled waterlogged town for a second day and engulfed river-swallowed roads, leaving 2 dead. Police have pulled 2 bodies from floodwater on the mid-north coast, a river-braided region of rugged hills and fertile valleys about 400 kilometers north of Sydney. At number 9, Barcelona has extended coach Hansi Flick's contract until 2027, the La Liga club said on Wednesday as they rewarded the German coach who led them to 3 domestic trophies this season. Flick, a treble winner coach with Bayern Munich, who signed for the club last year on a 2-year deal, arrived in Barcelona eager to redeem himself after he was sacked by Germany in September 2023. At number 8, Senate President Godswill Akpabio on Thursday reiterated the National Assembly's unwavering commitment to supporting the National Space Research and Development Agency, describing the agency as pivotal in addressing Nigeria's security and socio-economic challenges. Represented by Senator Samson Ekong, Akpabio made the pledge during NASRDA 2025 top management retreat held in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. At number 7, a final audit of the result of the 379,775 candidates who say the rescheduled 2025 Unified Tertiary and Matriculation Examination is being conducted ahead of the final release to the public on Thursday, The Punch reports. The audit team includes officials from the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, civil societies organizations, academics, and other independent observers. At number 6, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has formally sworn in the newly constituted board of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, appointing Engineer Bashir Bayo Ojulari as Group Chief Executive Officer and Amadou Musa Kida as Non-Executive Chairman. The swearing-in ceremony held in his office at the State House in Abuja shortly before the president proceeded to the All Progressive Congress National Summit at the Banquet Hall. At number 5, the Lagos State government has intensified its fight against violence and abuse of children as data from the Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency revealed that 3,215 children were subjected to various forms of abuse between January and December 2024. According to the DSVA, a majority of the perpetrators, about 2,708 in total, were relatives or individuals known to the victims, while only 250 cases involved strangers. At number 4, the former governor of Kaduna State, NASRDA, on Wednesday commended the federal government for its plan to deploy 9,000 kilometers of fiber optic network. He noted that although he is not an admirer of President Bola Tinubu's administration, as is well known, he commended the Minister of Communication, Innovation and Digital Economy, Boston Tijani, for doing an excellent job in his role, which he believes deserves recognition and praise. At number 3, Chairman of First HoldCo plc, Femi Otedola, has credited the federal government's economic reform and the central bank's policies as key drivers behind his 320 billion naira personal investment in First Bank. Otedola made the remark on Thursday at the 13th annual general meeting of First Holding Co. plc. At number 2, the Dangote Petroleum Refinery has announced a fresh reduction in the pump price of premium motor spirits across country. The new rates now range from 875 naira to 905 naira per litre, depending on location. A breakdown of the revised prices shows Lagos 875 naira, Southwest 885 naira, Northeast 905 naira, Northwest and Central 895 naira, and South and Southeast 905 naira. And at number 1, President Bola Tinubu has officially submitted the 2025 Appropriation Bill for Rivers State to the National Assembly for consideration following the suspension of the State House of Assembly. In a letter addressed to the Senate President, Senator Godswill Akpabio, the proposed budget totals 1.481 trillion naira with major allocations aimed at revitalizing key sectors. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.